Yo, listen up this intro song. Listen close cause it won't last long. So for my own voice I must record. All sing together in one accord. Cannot use a proper mixer. This works fine so I won't fix it.
Kaboom!
Die2Nite with the drizzle.
Howdy, and welcome to another edition of the Chronicles of the Die2Nite town of the dead mansion of 1,000 deaths, featuring the Meta Coalition Apostle, Day 3. You may have noticed the Gazette looks a little, different. I thought I took it when the day started, but apparently not. I feel pretty stupid, don't worry. No one died, and we have wind to the north. The well looks like it's getting pretty low, but we haven't built any water buildings yet, and we do have plenty of rations stored in the bank. As for the construction today, we finished the Great Pit and the Spiked Pit. We're also very close to finishing the Butcher, so we might finish that right before the attack. I take the screenshots 10 minutes before the attack, but sometimes a couple more things happen afterwards. Today, it looks like we'll be upgrading the Search Tower yet again. Sorry, minority who voted for the Watchtower, you'll just have to wait until we finish the Search Tower. Have you ever found yourself wondering what we found on Day 3? Well, now you can, in this edition of The Crap We Found.
Look at all this
What a load of
crap.
crap. I don't even...
We're now up to 3 man bags and 2 working trolleys. You may have noticed we have 27 nuts and bolts. Nice, right? We also have a vibrator. Not that I would ever use it, but I believe Dirk found that. Great find, man. I decided to use the game map today so you could see Sab, who was still outside during ARG time with the gates closed. Sab is a hero, so if he or she returns before the attack happens, he or she can heroically return to town. Will he or she make it in time? I already know, but you won't know until tomorrow. On a lighter note, in our forums, we have a couple of RP threads you may find interesting. The first I'd like to show you is titled The Church, and was started by Skelwarath. I'd be lying if I told you I had a clue what was going on in this thread. I believe it's a lot of RPing to sacrifice citizens to a god named Zed. Anyways, it's fun for the people participating, and I think the other towns should try something like this to keep spirits up. The second RP thread is titled Mansion of 1,000 Deaths. It was started by Skelwarath, and it's similar to a miniature D&D style game, with Skelwarath acting as our DM. Some of us rolled to see who would be participating. I was lucky enough to be one of the 4 chosen. We haven't gotten that far into it yet, but it seems like it will be a lot of fun. Luckily, we can use the already implemented rolling system to act as our virtual dice. And now, at last, we finish up with some daily words of wisdom.
Never thought of it that way.
Today's advice comes from Clark Morgan, who cautions people who would dare drop stuff as they auto-search. Keep in mind other people are scavving as well, and they may be mistaking your food that you dropped on the ground as food that someone just couldn't carry back to town at the time. So they'll end up taking your precious food back to town, and you'll be stranded in the desert with no AP. If you plan on dropping stuff as you auto-search, you may want to consider making a forum post asking people not to touch your food, or even keep the food in your bags. Thanks for the advice, Clark. I'm glad we were able to rescue you in time. That's all for today. Will one of us, or all of us, die tonight? You'll just have to find out tomorrow.